everybody! Welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment. Your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show. How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing okay. I hope it was a good week last week. Things are the way they are. I think more so than financial news, it's just been the horrible news of the chemical spill in Ohio, another shooting on a college campus, other things that are affecting our lives right now maybe. And financially, I really haven't caught wind of too much happening right now. So it's business as usual. Gas price is still high. Price of living still a little bit high. Inflation did not go down as quickly as they had hoped, I think, but maybe there was some shrinkage, if I recall catching that right. So that's what I have this week for everybody. All right. I can tell you our cards of the day last week were terrible for business and career matters. Hoping next week that won't be the same. All right. So today I'm using my Harmony cards. They are cards that look like $100 bills. And I'm going to cut them and I'm going to pick a card for the collective from that. Just pithy little pieces of advice on the back and a little affirmation on the front. And this affirmation is here.
I now accept my rightful abundance.
As Mr. O said, I now accept my rightful abundance. Woohoo! I like the sounds of this. Let go of any sense of guilt you may feel about having a lot of money. I don't think that'll be my problem. Okay. Money can help you realize your highest aspirations. You may sabotage your success unless you realize that it is natural and right for you to have abundance. It shouldn't be for the few, I say. It should be for the many. Wouldn't it be a great world, Don't feel guilty about accumulating money and what you would do with it, By all means, you should give because we all know that we do get back what we give. We truly do. So that's what I have for the collective. I like that. It sounds like a kind of an abundant vibe. Let's hope for the best here, everybody. Let's hope everybody has a good week ahead. All right. Well, before I get into this, let's get into a little bit of the astrology. And believe me, just a little bit. This reading is good for the elemental signs of the Zodiac from February 19th through the 25th. The moon will be traveling on Sunday, February 19th between Aquarius to Pisces. And on February 25th, we'll be landing in Taurus. Okay. There is a new moon, however. The new moon is in Pisces on February 20th. And really, that's all the astrology there is. I can tell you that February 20th, Monday, is President's Day. That's going to be a holiday for people, a number of people in the U.S. who will have that off. Happy President's Day. And also, my favorite day, Fat Tuesday, is coming on February 21st. Punchki Day to us Polish people. Those jelly-filled, uberly fat donuts where the only thing I can eat in one day is one punchki and nothing else. And that would probably be my calorie quotient for the day. It's going to be a tough decision. Okay, and then on Wednesday, the Catholics celebrate Ash Wednesday, where they are reminded that they are dust, and unto dust they shall return. So that's basically what's going on in the week ahead, as the Catholics go into their Lenten season. All right, let's get started with our air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, this reading's for you for the next week. Let's see what we can get moving out there in the financial world. All right. Hey, your focus for the week ahead. Air signs is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is upright. I love it. I think the focus is going to be on working together, collaborating with others, you know. This is a time when working as a team will benefit you. You probably will stand out in that team, you know. You'll be able to give them, you know, maybe some of your knowledge, your expertise, some advice, or just your hard work and efforts, and you'll be recognized. You know, people will realize you've been a very good. Sassy's here with me today. What a surprise. Sassy has come in the room.
Come in from the cold.
Coming in from the cold hallway. Ah, Sassy. Does her tail show at all? No, she's too low, but she's here by me, bothering me. Okay, so basically, good start, good start. It's always good when people can work together cooperatively and collaboratively. I like to see that. And you know, how best can you prepare for this focus? It's the Seven of Wands upright. And, you know, considering the first card, I'm really beginning to think here that it's not so much a contentious card. I really don't see you as vying so much for position here as maybe just standing tall above the others and offering that expertise and advice. I really do think this kind of falls hand in hand here. Maybe this team effort will be a time where you can really show your leadership skills. And you know, for you job seekers out there, I also think this is an interesting combination because often you are evaluated by a team, not just one person, you know, and so you've got to stand tall there and show them what you've got. They're waiting to see what you've got to show and offer. So what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? I don't know. It's the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is upright. Well, you know, I kind of feel here that people this week might be wanting to take things in an entirely new direction. I just have this feeling here that they're, you know, as far as this collaboration goes, this may all lead you into a new direction. Maybe you'll agree and lead the charge on this. I think other people have some very creative new ideas in mind. They want to leave some of the past ways of doing things behind and maybe come up with some more innovative solutions to problems. So there'd be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you air signs this week. Well, let's just show it. It's the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is upright, reversed. I'm sorry. That's the way I want to see it. And so I think here that air signs, it's saying by week's end, a lot of fears or doubts or maybe concerns you've had about, you know, either your team or where things are headed are going to be allayed by week's end. You're going to be feeling a lot less stressed. Like everything is flowing now. You're moving in a new direction, which could open up new opportunities. It's not something that gives you fear because everybody wants to work together on this. Let's take a look at this again. I think this does tell a bit of a story here, but I guess you have to think about where does this apply? Is this applying with your investments? Some new venture you want to start? Some old situations, maybe you want to overhaul some work. policies and procedures. Maybe as students, you want to set off on a new course, or you're working with a team on a team project. So it does show you working together well. It shows you possibly taking the lead and getting recognition for leading the team and guiding them and keeping them on course. And here, I think, again, the best way to prepare for this focus is really to show them what you got. Stand tall. Don't be afraid to express your ideas, express your concerns, show where you think things should be going. Others, too, are going to have their own ideas on this, and actually, you might end up agreeing with them. You might end up leading the charge and taking them forward in this new direction. And ultimately, I think by week's end, you're going to feel a lot more confident and secure with the way things are heading. So good luck with that, air signs. I think that looks pretty positive for you. I'm liking it. Hey, my buddies of fire signs. It's getting closer to Aries season. Okay, that's just one of the fire signs, I admit. But hey, you Sagittarians and Leos, you can celebrate right along with us. So, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, this reading is for you for the week ahead. You can tell where I stand. I stand with Aries. Right, Mr. Producer?
Right.
All right. Let's hope something catches fire for you in a good way this week, fire signs. Bam! Bam! Your focus for the week ahead is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. Hey, I like the Six of Swords too when it's upright, but nothing beats a victory, huh? You're starting in a you're starting in a good position this week. You feel good about this week. Maybe you've got everything you need to achieve success. Maybe you know that success is coming this week. You're expecting some rewards or some returns to come in on your investments. You're expecting some applause, praise from people around you for a job well done. And, you're very appreciative. You're starting off the week just in a great frame of mind, fire signs. Looking good. Well, how best can you prepare for this focus? Okay. I can almost see where this is going here. It's the Three of Cups reversed. I think the best way you can prepare for this focus is to not make anybody feel like they're left out. You didn't achieve this on your own. Other people, whether it's advisors, supporters, workers who are working under you, your peers, whatever the case may be, you did not get here alone, and you should not make anybody feel left out. And another thing is, how about not letting it get, so I guess to fall in line with this, I want to say is, how about not letting this get to your head? And showing too much ego, acting like it's all about me, when it really does include others. Show gratitude, show appreciation for others. That is the best way you can move forward this week. Because what happens if you don't? Will there be cooperation or conflict from others this week? Uh-oh. It's the Two of Cups reversed. There could be some people who are jealous. There could be some people who feel you are getting all the credit when they deserve some too. There are people that are just unhappy here. And some of those people may move on. It looks like there could be a rift or a break here. The other thing might be what it's saying here is if you feel ultimately for all the work you've done that people aren't appreciating you for your efforts, maybe it's going to make you want to move on. So there's trouble in paradise in your relations with others in the material world this week and how you're working together. And, we'll cover it again. So whether it be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you this week, fire signs. Very interesting card here. It's the Seven of Swords reversed. So, you know, I think with the Seven of Swords reversed, something is going to come out. Something is going to be revealed here. And let's hope it's not about you, you know, because something is going to achieve the light of day. Lies or deceptions or maybe some things that have been kept under wraps are going to be revealed. And I also think here that maybe what this is all about, fire signs, if this is a situation where you've been trying to take all the credit for something and not sharing, you know, it's going to be revealed that you are being a jerk, for want of a better word, and that, you know, it's going to come back to haunt you. Let's look at this again. This does look a little bit testy, and it all seems to do with how we relate to others and how we include others in success. So it looks like this is a victorious time for you. At least that's at the beginning of the week. Maybe you're reaping some rewards, some acknowledgement, some acclaim for your efforts. It's all looking good, except for the fact that maybe, you know, you need to consider others in this equation. Who has helped you? Who has supported you? Who has given you money or financing and backing when you've needed it? Who maybe gave you some of the ideas that you ran with and became victorious over? You can't let this fester because people will walk. People will leave. And you know, if they have helped you to get to this stage, you don't want to lose them. You know, you've got to nurture these relationships and show gratitude and share the wealth. Because ultimately, this will come back to haunt you in the end. People will feel, you know, they will start revealing this. You know, maybe the fact that they're walking away, other employees are going to be seeing this and saying, yeah, you know, this isn't right, this isn't fair, and you will be exposed. So try to not let your ego get the best of you this week if things are going well. That's what this looks like to me, fire signs. That's what I have for you for the week ahead. Good luck with that. All right. Hey, water. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Well, let's hope the soon-to-coming April showers come early and shower you with money right now. I know that was kind of a reach. Mr. Scorpio is anxiously waiting here to find out what his material week ahead will look like. Are you snoring? Oh, man.
No, I'm not sleeping at all.
Stand by for bickering, as they say. As we say.
Pow! Bam!
I can see that, yeah.
It's like the Batman TV show.
It could be. It could be. All right. All right, water signs. Wait a minute. Let me clear that fog in my throat here.
Frog, you say?
I did say. Your focus for the week ahead. The High Priestess. Upright. Love it. So, looks like your intuition is going to be right on target when you need it. Trust your gut and the moves that you have to make this week. You know, you might be called upon to make a certain move. Maybe your financial advisors will be recommending some shifts and changes to your financial portfolio. You know, you may have to make some moves and trust what your gut and your instinct is telling you this week. I feel like it's going to be right on target for you when you need it. Well, how best can you prepare for that focus? In order to trust your gut, water signs, here we have the Queen of Cups reversed. Maybe you have to stop crying like a baby. No, just kidding there. I maybe you have to make sure, you are emotionally, you're not letting your emotions cloud your intuition. We often talk about the emotions clouding our intellect or vice versa, being too cold thinking and not, using the heart at all. But in this case, I feel it's your emotions blocking, the messages that you need to receive. So in other words, make sure that, you're not so emotionally attached to a decision or a move or something, or maybe to where you are now that you don't want to change when your gut is telling you you need to change up something. So think about that. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, the devil's in the details here, isn't it? Water signs. You've got the devil. The devil is upright. I think people this week, may be obsessed with certain things they want to see happen or develop. This may be where your gut will come in handy, They may be obsessed with a way of doing things and not wanting to change up. In a way here, this emotional card, I almost see this here in a way where they may not want to go with what you're saying because they are obsessed with the path they are on now. And you're going to have to do a lot of convincing here to sway them. They want to pull you in and make sure you stay on board with what they feel is the right way to go. And another thing I want to add is that this is where your gut is going to come into play too, water signs. Somebody may really be trying to convince you to buy into something that may be a little bit shady. They're trying to manipulate you to move your money or to do things that benefit them and weaken you. So be careful. And that's where your gut may be able to discern, no, I want no part of this. Well, the good news is ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement? Or no, you stay down. You do not come up here. Or no movement at all for you water signs. It's the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is reversed. Thank goodness. Water signs. I feel here that you can avoid a lot of, I wonder about that devil card in relations to this here. It looks as though you could avoid some serious problems, some serious betrayals by week's end. You will be able to be in a much better place. And I feel this High Priestess is the key here. I really do. So let's take a look at this again and see what we have in total. You can use your gut. You can trust your instincts to guide you this week. Maybe more so than you can trust other people at this time. And how best can you prepare for that focus? Don't get emotional. No matter what is being thrown at you, keep a level head about you and listen intuitively to what your intuition is telling you. If you are emotionally attached to people, you may respect them. You may have a lot of them. You've been with them for years. You may have a lot of attachment to them. Be careful. Don't let your emotions guide you here. Trust what your gut is trying to tell you. Because I don't know if it's your trusted advisor so much. Somebody might be steering you, though, to something or trying to sell you something that is not in your best interests at all. It's really going to benefit them more than you. And so I would be very careful here in your dealings with others to avoid that. And if you truly do trust your gut, it looks as though you will avoid some major betrayal or backstabbing here. So beware. This I'm thinking about what we're going through with our website right now too. I wonder if others, are going to try to do a social media or email scam on you. Be careful of the emails you open. Be careful of people who think you trust and you click on a link and it's bad. People will say, oh, why are you telling me that? Everybody tells me that. Well, guess what? It still happens all too often, and people lose a lot of money. So be cautious this week, in whatever matters you are dealing with others, whether it's virtually or in person, water signs. And hey, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, you're up. Let's just move mountains out of our way this week. What do you say? So we've had 2 cat visitations today. Sonny has been here, and he's by Mr. O right now. And Sassy was here. Uh-oh. Sonny returns by my side down here. Stay down. You stay there. No coming up here. No, no. You stay down there, little boy. No shenanigans allowed on the Material Matters show. All right, earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's get it rolling. Oh, your focus for the week ahead is the Fool reversed. Not a good time to take risky gambles. Not a good time to step off that ledge and do something reckless that you might regret later, or signs. This is a time, to be grounded. This is a time to make sure that the moves you make are sound, practical, and nothing risky. Take no risks this week. How best can you prepare for that focus? It's the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The best way to prepare for that focus is to take care of your interests. This is a time to really look at your own personal finances, your business finances. This is a time to, even at the workplace, to really look out for yourself right now. Number one, there's a time for teamwork, and sometimes there's a time to really look out for you. And I know this is a card often about self-care, but I'm looking at this more financially this time and feeling like, sometimes, I'm not going to say you have to step on people, but what you have to do is stand out above people sometimes to get the bonus, the raise, the promotion you want. You have to show that you're better than others sometimes. And so I feel like that's the case here, that this Queen is reversed and saying, really, you've got to focus on showing people what you got. Don't let others outshine you. Okay, the Empress is reversed too. So what about people? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, see, and that's why I say look after you this week, because I don't think people are very helpful. People are probably trying to do the same thing here. It's ironic to me that I got 2 cards here that kind of speak about self-care. This one here is saying you need it. This one here is saying you should have some. You should take care of yourself. And so I think everybody is looking out for themselves this week. It's interesting. And that's why this is not a good time to take risks. Do your job. Do it well. Make some suggestions and recommendations, and, try to move things along and look like you are doing what needs to be done, but don't take risks. And ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement, or no movement at all? Interestingly enough, we have our first repeat card, but it's reversed. It's the 6 of Wands reversed this time. And so again, I kind of feel here that the problem is trying to stand out. The problem is trying to get recognition for what you do. But also, I might say to you, earth signs, sometimes it's just best to not seek that, to just do a good job, do your best, and let others struggle and fight with each other for position, jockey for position. Sometimes, bosses and supervisors look at that quiet person in the room who's doing a great job and not trying to be a grandstander, So I could see it that way too. Let's go over this again really It's kind of complicated here, but I definitely think this is not a time to take risks. This is not a time for you to go out on a limb and do some far-flung thing, because you really need to show people you know your job, you know how to do it, you can get things done, you can get things out, and that you are taking care of your business. You're doing what's expected of you. You're maybe going a little bit beyond, but you know what? You are doing your job on your own. You don't need others to babysit you. And here we have the Empress, which is saying that people are doing the same thing. I feel like they're looking out for themselves. They're taking care of their own interests and their own needs in the material world. And so I feel like there's not a lot of team osmosis going on here. And ultimately, by week's end, it might be difficult for you to stand out or to get recognized for your efforts. But don't let it get to you too much. Tomorrow's another day. You can continue on so long as you are showing that you are getting things done and you're not acting recklessly or behaving recklessly, you're not being a grandstander, you'll get through this week okay. Wow. I'm not even sure who the winner was this week. I want to say it was the air signs, but fire signs weren't so bad either. Whatever, it does seem kind of a more low-key week this week. I don't see a lot of financial gain all the way around here, so it's just a business as usual kind of week for everybody. I want to remind everybody to watch Mr. O's shows. His Goth Tarot is on every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can look at some of the shadow sides and issues of life, your life. And on Fridays is his Emotional Exchanges at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can find out about emotions and commotions in the emotional realm of your life. Commotions and emotions and locomotions. There, I can rap. No, I can't. And then finally, happy hour. Don't forget, happy hour is 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday, where we will give you a positive message guaranteed. So, hey, everybody. Take care. I hope you have a productive week ahead with no real super upsets, and I'll see you next time for more. Bye-bye for now.